Licking up the shit, we about to make a movie. Pouring up a cup, we about to set the mood. In the cup, rolling up some groovy.
Beautiful people, welcome back to another vlog. This is going to be a day in the life vlog because I am off today. And actually, I just found out I wasn't supposed to be off. I was taking my daughter to school. She started high school this year. And on the way there, I saw a number from my part-time job come up on the car's screen. I answered it, and it's the charge nurse asking, "Hey, are you on your way? Because we haven't seen you yet. It's 7:21 a.m. to be exact." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, you're on the schedule for today." I was like, "I thought I worked Saturday." And he was like, "No, you're on the schedule for today." I said, "Wait, this week I thought I worked Sunday and then Saturday." So he was like, check UKG. UKG is the scheduling system that we use. He's like, double check your UKG because you're on for today. And I had to tell him that, unfortunately, I will not be able to make it in because I live in Baltimore. The job is in DC. And at 7 o'clock in the morning, between 7 and maybe 10 a.m., the traffic is horrendous. It would literally take me 2.5 hours to get from Baltimore to DC. So even if I wanted to go in, I wasn't going to do that to myself because it just wouldn't have made sense. I would have gotten flustered and just like all discombobulated, and sitting in traffic for hours is not something I am fond of. I don't think anyone is. So I apologized and I asked him to just have the manager call me because being that I'm not on the schedule for Saturday, which I thought I was supposed to be working Saturday, if they need me to work Saturday, I'll come in on Saturday. For those of you who are new here, my name is Kendra. I'm a registered nurse and I do nursing content. I try to incorporate teaching content on nursing situations and just to educate new grad nurses and nursing students. I also share a little bit of my life. Like in this vlog today, I'll be out and about running errands. I have to make really good use of the time. Being that I work full-time and I work part-time, I don't have a lot of days off. I have just 2 days off a week to get all of my tasks done. So I'm about to get ready, and what's been going on with my skin lately, but I popped up with 2 like blackheads last week sometime, and I had this brilliant idea to squeeze it, something that I've never done. And look now, I have 2 basically scars that I'm gonna have to work on getting rid of. So I will be testing out different products to see what can help the fastest with faded. So I'm gonna put on a little bit of makeup now. I've recently purchased some new products. You guys know, or if you don't know, I love products. I'm a product girl. Skincare, body care, hair care, makeup. I am willing to try just about anything. Lately, I've been using this primer, and I recently got this skin tint here from MAC. This right here, it's good. It's a little bit more dewy than I would like for it to be, but it works. So I'm going to do that. Then I've been using this blush from CoverGirl. And for lip, I either go with Amicole, or I might do, maybe that's a no. I might do this Say Nude and hit the road. And of course I'm going to do my eyebrows. You guys know, I already told you all in a previous video, I use sometimes a brow pencil to fill in the thinness of my brows, like they're so short. Or I'll use this Anastasia brow powder. To purchase new lighting because the light that I had broke when I moved. I don't even think I told you guys. I didn't update you all. I recently moved into a new apartment. My old apartment, I did not like it anymore. I needed a change of scenery. That apartment, I had moved in there after I left my last relationship. Something I don't speak about, but that apartment for me, yeah, I needed a change. So let's just say I'm in a new space and I'm actually loving it. The lights aren't that great, so I'm going to purchase a new light from Amazon when I get a chance to sit and actually order it. Do you all see how dewy this MAC tinted moisturizer is? So my CoverGirl blush actually broke. It's stuck to the top and I can't get it out. So what I do is I usually just scoop some onto the stick of my brush. And then I place it here like this, and then I put some here. There's been a trend going around lately where everyone is really heavy on the blush. I haven't bought into that trend yet. So yeah, I feel kind of bad about not being at work today. I actually had no idea I was scheduled. I came home and I looked at my book and I was like, I didn't have down that I was supposed to work today. I have it down that I'm going to work on Saturday. So I guess it was a miscommunication on my part. Like I probably wrote the wrong thing down. And I feel bad because I don't like leaving my coworkers short. Thankfully, the unit might not be filled with ICU patients. So in some cases, they'll have to end up tripling the nurses that are there today. I worked last Sunday and I was actually tripled. I had 3 med-surg patients. No, not 3. I had one true ICU patient. And the other 2 were, I wouldn't call them ICU, I would call them IMC, like step-down patients. The true ICU patient I had was intubated on pressors and I had to do all the things. The other 2, one was an alcohol withdrawal patient and the other one missed dialysis, something that's very common in certain areas when the patients will miss dialysis and they come in fluid overloaded, respiratory failure, shortness of breath because they have too much fluid on them because they missed their dialysis. Because the kidneys no longer function, so they go to dialysis, and when they miss it, the body becomes overloaded, fluid gets backed up into the lungs, the heart is going crazy. That was the 3rd patient that I had, and it wasn't a bad day, it was a steady day. So I'm hoping that if they have to be tripled today, it's not going to be bad. It's going to be similar to what I had to deal with on this past Sunday, and I'm hoping that I'll tell the manager, if you need a nurse to come in on Saturday, I'll come in because that's what I have written down anyway. But I don't like leaving my coworkers short. And then also too, on my record, more than likely, it will be considered a no-call, no-show. No call, no show. That's just the nature of the game. It's the attendance rule, attendance policy that is my responsibility to keep up with my schedule. And even though I have it written down, I should make it a habit to check UKG, which will be the most updated form of the schedule. I have a habit of not checking UKG because I trust once the schedule comes out, I look at UKG, I jot my days down, that's it. I never check back on UKG, and that's something I'm just gonna have to start doing.
Remember late nights cruising and wasn't nothing to it. Flicking up the shit, we about to make a movie. Pouring up a cup, we about to set the mood in the club, rolling up, smoking something groovy.
So last but not least, I'm going to apply my mascara. This is YSL, and this was actually gifted to me from one of my social media friends who does makeup content. She knows that I happen to love makeup. I'm going to add her because she has a YouTube channel. She's also on TikTok and she's on Instagram. Her name is That Girl Yachty. So I'll put it on the screen, that way you guys can check her out. She does really good content. Really good makeup content.
My name, lovely in my games. You ain't got no shame, but am I part the plan? I get excited when you're not by.
Okay, now it's time to hit the road. Just pulled up in front of Verizon. I have to return their equipment at my new apartment because remember, I told you guys I recently moved. That's why I've also been missing in action, trying to get my life together, working these 2 jobs, moving, taking care of my 2 daughters, even though one just turned 22, the other one is 14, just started high school. I have a lot going on, but I wanted to have Verizon at my new place, but I don't think Verizon is in the area yet. So I had to switch up and go to Comcast, something I was not thrilled with because I don't really care for Comcast. I am going to turn in the Verizon router and all the like modem or whatever all that internet stuff is, and I'm going to check with them and find out when are they come into the area, because as soon as they do, Comcast, count your days. Do not judge the back of my car. I got a whole bunch of stuff going on in here, but this is the Verizon router and modem. Verizon has received their equipment, and the guy was telling me, he said he did a double check of my address, and he said, actually, I don't know why you were told that we're not available in your new place. He said we're actually available. So when I said Comcast count your days, I meant Comcast count your days, because I more than likely will be switching over back to Verizon. The next stop is here at Michael's. The reason why I'm here is because I need to get like a poster board. I will be working on a vision / mood board. And the reason for that is because they always talk about when you have your goals and your plans, you should write them down and they should be visible. I do have my goals written down, my plans written down. They're not always visible because it's in a journal. I want to have something propped up in my living space, in my room. When I wake up in the morning, I can look at it, I can see it, exactly what I have envisioned for my life. So I want to get that board, and then I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble and purchase a bunch of magazines and start working on it. Let me know in the comments if either of you, if anyone has done a vision board or a mood board, and just let me know how that has worked out for you, because a girl got dreams. I have dreams and I have a vision. As you see, all of the Halloween things are out. I love Halloween. It is my second favorite holiday besides Christmas. And the reason for that is because growing up in the Caribbean, you all knew I was born and raised in Grenada. We didn't celebrate Halloween. So once I moved to America at age 11 and I saw the big fuss over Halloween, I completely fell right into it. And every year I look forward to Halloween. I don't even like working on Halloween. And I need to double check this year to make sure that I am off, because I don't work on Halloween. One thing with vlogging in public, why I really don't vlog often, is because people be staring. Like, the man saw me with the camera, he was walking past. Why he came back around and was standing like right outside the aisle listening to me talk to y'all about Halloween? Mister, if you don't mind your business. Let me look for the poster board now, y'all. I think this is the aisle that it's in. Let's see here. Yep. I have to decide now what size I'm going to get. Let's see here. So much variations of poster boards. I opted for that brown board that you see on the back seat there. It was, I think, $4.99, and I was like, $4.99 for a piece of cardboard. But anyway, now I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble's, pick up the magazines. And what else do I have to do while I'm out? I don't think I have any more errands to run while I'm out. I'm just going to go home, start cooking dinner. My daughter has a volleyball game later, so I have to go to that. And then, yeah, just do some work on the computer. Hopefully, I'm going to check the Board of Nursing, because I need to make sure, I need to see if they put my numbers up. The Board of Nursing, it's like a waiting game whenever you apply for any license. First of all, there's only one agency in the state of Maryland, and they take forever to get things done. I need that license number to be posted so I can start doing all the things. Barnes & Noble is one of my favorite stores to visit. And aside from the magazines, there are two books I'm actually looking to get. One of them is by Robert Greene, and the other one is by Alexander Dravon. It's called The Secret Protocol of Riches. I more than likely will probably have to ask for help finding the two books I'm looking for. I don't know where I'm going to have time to read them. Like, I have my friend and she's like, well, just get audiobooks. But for me, I feel like when I do audiobooks, it's like I'm cheating on being a reader. And I used to be an avid reader. I knew how to read from the age of 3. My mom taught me. And I've read a lot. But ever since like nursing school and social media taking over our brains, I have not been reading as much as I want to. But I need to find the time to start. I need to start reading again.
Enough to shit, we about to make a movie. Pouring up a cup, we about to set the mood in the cup, rolling up, smoking something groovy. I get excited when you're not biased. Love is in my head, I won't stop trying. I get excited when you're not biased.
Actual book I came in here for. I checked with the customer service. guy to look it up and they don't have it. He was like, it's not even in our system, so I don't even know if that book exists. And I'm like, it exists. I just have to go home. I'll probably end up ordering it from Amazon. There are quite a few books here I want to read, but let me not get ahead of myself. I do have some books at home that I have yet to crack open, and I'm currently reading one of them right now, so let me not get ahead of myself. Let me go back on my words. I actually found a book that I think I want to read, and it's this one, Good Vibes, Good Life by Vex King. I skimmed through it, and it looks like some of the topics that's in here. It seems like an easy read, so I'm going to purchase this, and now I'm here to look at the magazines, so that way I can start my mood board slash vision board. There's so many magazines, I don't even know which one to purchase. I'm going to start off with like 3 and go from there.
All right.
I'm just going to get this.
Absolutely.
And I don't need a bag.
Okay. And are you a member with us?
No, I used to be, but not right now.
We do have a free one if you wanted me to sign you up.
A free membership?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes, yeah. The way it works, every 100 you spend, you get $5 in rewards, no fees or charges.
Let's skip it for today.
Can I? And you said no bag?
No.
Okay.
Or I'm leaving out of here not with one magazine in hand. And the reason for that is because since when did magazines get so expensive? Like, since when? I picked up like 2 magazines. One was $12.99. I looked at the second one. The second magazine was $15.99. I said, what is going on? I need to go to the supermarket, honey. I don't know what I was thinking about coming to Barnes & Noble. Since when did the price of magazines increase? Are magazines even selling these days? They should be like $1, $2 at most. What is going on? What is going on? This right here is a mixture of apple juice, mint, ginger, I think pineapple, and I think that's it. Yeah, it's called a ginger citrus or citrusy ginger, something like that. And the guy warned me at first. He was like, you know, the ginger we're using is from real ginger. And I'm like, sign me up. Sign me up, because you all know I do ginger tea just about every single day.
I'm just a girl who likes pearls and diamond rings. But when I look in your eyes, I feel
Remember late nights cruising and wasn't nothing to it. Flicking up the shit, we about to make a movie. Pouring up a cup, we about to set the mood in the club, rolling up, smoking something groovy. I get excited when you're not biased. Love is in my head, I won't stop trying. I get excited when you're not biased. Love is in my head, I won't stop trying. Got somebody that you loving well, oh well. Faking innocence and I won't tell. Little bit of ghetto and a little bit of bougie, ain't afraid to get this in a motel. Love calling my name, love laying my games. You ain't got no shame, but am I part the plan? I get excited when you're not biased. Love is in my head, I won't stop trying. I get excited when you're not biased. Love is in my head, I won't stop trying. Girl, you cold-hearted. Revelations that I had, girl, you so scarlet. I be tugging down on your garments while your man back at home rolling red carpets. But I'ma send it too. Think about the pressure I'ma get at you. Ain't no lies told when we in the nude. Leave me one more like a motherfucking interlude. I get excited when you're not biased. Love is in my head, I won't stop trying. I get excited when you're not biased. Love is in my head, I won't stop trying. I get excited when you're not biased. Love is in my head, I won't stop trying. I get excited when you're not by. Yes. Love is in my head, I won't stop trying.
Took a good little nap after I was done cooking. As a matter of fact, I took too good of a nap because it's 4:26. The volleyball game starts at 4:30, but I'm about, I want to say 15-20 minutes from the school. I'm going there now. I know she's going to be looking like, you're late. What? Yeah, I spend most of my day in the car. My daughter finished volleyball. They didn't win the game. She's always making signs to me to zip it because I love the game of volleyball. Like, I love volleyball. I played volleyball in high school, but they did not win. We stayed a little bit for the varsity game, and then I told her we have to go because now she has piano. So I usually don't go in with her. I go in sometimes. She's had the same piano teacher for like maybe the past 3 or 4 years, and she's there for 30 minutes, so I'm just going to wait outside for her. I had a young lady on one of my jobs ask me about her career path and whether or not she should choose nursing as a career. And personally, for me, I'm never one to deter anybody from going into nursing as a career. But now that I am much, more into it, I've been a nurse for 15 years, and I've seen some things, experienced some things, I always ask women specifically, not even just the men, but I always ask women specifically, what are your life's goals? Like, do you plan on being married? Do you plan on having children? Because honestly, when you have children, you're supposed to be available for them. And I'll be very honest, as a nurse working especially at the bedside, I was not always available for my children. And still, I struggle with being available, which is one of the reasons why I was asking my daughters last week, like, am I doing too much? Am I gone too much? Should I give up the job in DC? And they're like, no, Mom, you're fine. Like, stop worrying. We're okay. I'm constantly asking them because I think we don't talk a lot about the mother's guilt a lot of women feel when you feel as though you're not doing enough. Even though you might be doing everything within your power, you still feel like it's not enough, and you wonder whether or not you're meeting the needs of your children. I struggle with this from time to time. So whenever young women specifically ask me about nursing, I encourage them, but I also want to know, what are your goals? Are you planning on having children? Because if you are, and you're the type of person or the woman or a type of woman who wants to be there for every single after school activity and every weekend activity, holidays, summers, you want to be able to be there on the weekends. You don't want to have to cover even non-official holidays like Halloween, Mother's Day, Super Bowl Sundays, whatever the case is. You might want to consider choosing a career that's going to allow you to do those things. So even if you become a registered nurse, you should always consider exploring other options, like advancing yourself in your profession, because being a bedside nurse means that you're mandatorily working weekends, holidays. You have blackout days in the summer, blackout days over like the Christmas holidays. It's just a lot of scheduling restrictions that I think a lot of us don't take into consideration for when we have children. Or, we go into nursing, we have kids, and we're like, we just want to provide a good living for them, but we don't consider, damn, I'm going to be missing a whole lot. Like, I can honestly say that for my oldest daughter, like, I look back now and there's quite a bit that I missed. And for my youngest daughter, I've also missed some things. So it's constantly trying to balance and to make sure that you're there. And nursing, to me, that's the biggest downside of nursing. As a mother, the biggest downside is having to be away because you're working long 12-hour shifts. And what people don't understand is that, yeah, it's only 3 days a week if you're working just one job. But if you're a single woman like myself, I work 2 jobs. So I'm gone, the max I'm gone is 5 days a week. Usually it's 4. But now it's up to 5 days a week. So I'm going to miss some things. And the thing about it is that those are times that you can't get back. So I always tell people to consider those options, because once that time is passed, it's passed. Home, and we're ending the day just as how we've started it. Let me take my contacts out. Wearing contacts is not my favorite thing in the world, but I wear them because sometimes when I want to vlog, I hate the fact that the light reflects on my glasses. Like, I just absolutely hate that you see the glare. So whenever I want to vlog, I usually wear contacts. All this morning when I did my whole little light makeup routine, now it's time to take it off. To wash my face at night, I use a cleansing oil to start with. This one, I bought it at Whole Foods. It's one of those like, what kind of brand? Like natural brand. It's called Mad Hippie. So I use their cleansing oil, just a few pumps to loosen whatever makeup residue and debris I have on my face, just to loosen it up before I actually wash it off. So I do a nice little massage like this, especially around my eyes, because the mascara sometimes is one of the hardest things to come off. And that YSL mascara definitely acts like it never wants to come off. The face wash I've been using lately is from You to the People, and it's this, what is it? It's the vitamin C ginger root lactic acid. I like this. It's gentle, yet you can feel like your face is really being cleansed properly. So I just use a few drops of it, a few pumps. And look how nicely it lathers. It's not too soapy. It feels so gentle on my skin. It's good to have a cleanser that you can soap up, set up really well, but yet it still is gentle on the skin and won't strip you and make you too. My face is nice and clean and dry. At least 3, maybe 4 times a week, I use these hyaluronic redness soothing pads from Anua. I like it. I bought it when I went to Jamaica, and I would use it every evening after coming in from the sun. Y'all know sitting in the sun is no joke, so Caribbean sun is no joke anyway. So I was using it then, and I just continued using it, like I said, at least 3 or 4 nights a week. I take one single pad and I gently just like go over my face to soothe it. It's Korean skincare. Y'all know the Korean skincare has been taking life all over social media. So I told you I'm easily influenced when it comes down to skincare products. So I was in Ulta one day. One of the reasons why I'm no longer allowed in Ulta. I think I've showed you guys this before. The Marula, is it Marula? Yeah, Marula face oil. This is from Drunk Elephant. So I love this oil, and a little bit goes a long way. I tend not to do oils during the day. I mainly do the oil at night. Just a little bit, actually. Let me get just a little bit more. So let it drop more. Like 3 drops, I think, should be sufficient. One of my friends, she keeps saying, don't forget your neck, don't forget your neck. But honestly, I try not to put skincare products on my neck. I don't even want to spray perfume on my neck, only because of the surgery I've had previously. You all know I had, well, in case you didn't know, I've had 2 surgeries on my neck. So the first time was to remove an adenoma. The second time, the adenoma returned and it was found to be cancerous. So I had to have a left thyroidectomy. And because this is such a sensitive spot for me, I don't want to put anything on it. And that's it for the night. Now it's just time for me to tie my head, go lie down, and get ready to be at work in the morning. I work on my full-time job. So I will see you guys in another maybe weekly vlog, daily vlog, another sit-down video. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support.